I went from rags to rich. I'm trying to count up a million. I had to stack a little cake. I'm trying to pull up in a Bentley. I can't go back to the slums. Too much dirt in them trenches. And my niggas still with me. And you know that they with it. Yeah. Run it up, run it up.
If I can't get up like this and say, all right, every single screw that's on this car is identical. If I can't say that, then I don't need to look at the car. If I can't look at it, that's it. But listen, if you pull up to a car show, you plan to be judged. I'm poking my nose behind shit. I'm looking.
You open the door?
There's different levels of cars. You know, this is definitely not the level of the car that bipolar is. You know, it's just not that level. But it's still fucking clean as shit. I don't look at things like this. I look at like jams. How's the jam look? Are all the bolts the same in the jam? Does everything look good in the jam? You know, those are the biggest things you need to look at with cars. Like making sure doors close. Attention to detail is where the money comes in. Anybody could throw this shit together. It's the attention to detail. It's making sure everything is right. You know, hiding all the wires, making sure your water lines are nice and not all flopped around on people's cars, you know? And this is a different level. Obviously, you can see some of the wiring and stuff, so you can want us to go from super level. Think about it. How many you seen in the road? You ain't seen them drive nowhere. Man, we drive our cars. These people drive these cars.
I like that test y'all did on olive oil when y'all closed all this off though.
Yep. Little things. You know how much that cost? You know how much work that was? It's like probably 7 to 8, maybe almost 10,000 just to do the back of that hood. Just that. Just something simple like that. Because you have to flip it over. You got to cut all these little pieces off.
Oh, the edges.
Then we bead rolled the line in here. So now you got to body work both lines all the way around it. They have 50 hours in body work on it and another probably 35 in metal work. So this is how these fuckers start adding up. But these are clean cars, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, put your phone under the dashboard. I don't know what they built though. We left the console, we left the seats, we redid the dashboard, we redid the top. We left some of it the way it was. Like we used his speakers, you know, little stupid things, you know, because he had already spent like 90 grand on the car, but most of that was parts when he did the car. He spent most of the money on parts. So now we've redone the car and done it a little bit nicer. Right. See what it should ride. Oh, interior now.
This is a whole building y'all redoing, right?
That's all of his interior and shit. But yeah, you can do the interior in the car. You can paint everything. We paint all the seats and all the tracks and everything, and that's what makes the difference. Sauce for olive oil. I'll show you some parts of it. But like,
I know how I do, man. I remember when I first came to you, bro, and you were like, man, ain't no filming. You might well leave the camera.
well, I tried to start being nice to people and let people in the shop so they could film shit, and then no, man, like, come on, man. We trying to further the car game. That's all we're trying to do. Yes, we want to build. All right, you can film that. Please don't point the camera that way. We film all this. This is all of this shit. This is how you break a car down. You do piece by piece. Well, we showed this. Like, when you show the back of lights done, steering columns done. This is the way you do stuff. Every single thing is ready to go.
That finish on that column, what is that?
Rose gold. Oh, no, that's over there. Right now. I'll show it to you, but you gotta turn the camera on. Yeah, so I'm just reading a bunch of stuff. Some we built a long time ago. Yeah, we just redid the interior and stuff. We redid the interior and stuff, so everything still looks pretty much the same. Yeah, I don't know what kind of batteries are hooked up in it right now, but we're changing the rear end and shit. 9. Yeah, we're just putting 411s. It didn't have coilovers before. When I built this car, my thing wasn't even out. Right.
Yeah, I'm so liking on everything. Wow, what, that's a preference thing or quality, different ride? Or?
I don't trust QA1. QA1 lies. And I don't like people that lie to me. When you tell me that you built a suspension for a dog and it's for a fucking G-body and you sell it to me, yeah, I have a problem with that. So I fuck with it. Everything else I do all the part myself. Now when I hit those cameras, I'll show you olive oil. Moved it around a bunch of times. We haven't touched anything. This is the wiring. Leaving bolts out. See, then you put these regular ass bolts in here. These are rust bolts. You don't attach nothing. Like, these are the jobs, man. I mean, yeah. Would 20,000 more have made this car better? Hell yeah.
Yeah, that motherfucking lot. Trying to get a K for this hoe.
I've been seeing the comment, hey, it's an update.
That shit lasts forever.
Man, oh, it's crazy.
He said, where's your Rage of Gold at?
Where's your Rage Gold at?
Right there.
Which one is it? I can't read it. This one? So yeah, that's Rage Gold.
So what?
When you go home, Google how much this is. This is about like $135 for a gallon, and it only comes about that full. And you need about 3 of these to do that properly so it can shrink.
And that's just filler.
I said 40 hours. 40 hours on the hood.
It's that ratio mix.
Oh, you gotta mix it.
Yeah, you gotta mix it a certain way.
Crazy.
It's a ratio. 50 to 1.
Mm-hmm.
1 ounce, 50% to 100%, depending on where you're at.
Over this 50-year-old hood, all them nicks and dings over all them years, that stuff gotta be super smooth.
Those are all the problems. You can see it.
Like even like going up and y'all got to go all up in here too.
Yeah, all those.
We've been here a good hour. This is like your first break that I've seen you stop on this motherfucker. He been-
It's all right. I'll blow it off in a minute.
Damn.
Another 50 or 100 hours on the bottom of this car, you're fucking nuts.
Right.
I can make all this smooth all the way around. It's like fucking, you know how long it'll take me to... Yeah, so I mean, you could bodywork all of this shit, but when is enough? Like you could bodywork the whole car smooth, but when is enough? When is enough? You have to make the choice of when enough is enough. Because you could just keep going, bro. You could make everything. You could close these goddamn things all the way around. You could take every body fucking little spot out of it. You could take that out of it. You could take that out of it. You could just keep fucking going. You could plug these holes. You could do tons of shit.